kickoff team on the field ready to start this postseason classic. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bryant. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Allen. They're showing that toughness using the ground game to create breathing room. They've got it out to the 15. Still backed up pretty deep. It's 2nd and 5 from the 15. He's looking to throw. What a snag by the defense. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looking for a man. It's King. Looking for a huge play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The give on the inside. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there are so many festivities surrounding it, Jesse. What do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 people. Hard to forget that.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll run play action. He tries to take the top off. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, defense is about getting off the football, and when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Throwing right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll ride his man on the option. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week. And you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You see
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Pulls it in. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, USC. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Well, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Going over the top. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Now, they told us they were going to run the trick play. I wasn't sure I believed them, but they dialed it up at the right time.
Well, I bet you believe them now. And the defense didn't believe it first. They thought it was a run. You can tell they suck up. The wide receiver looks like he's going to block, slips right by the defensive backs, and ends up in a big play. Nice call, nice time.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Trying to take it back. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. And to few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Deep shot for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Back to pass, it's King. He'll take a deep shot here. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback will audible. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Francis. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Let's go.
Dropping back, it's King. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game, punctuating this season.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll fire to his right. And it's caught inside the 30. He'll work his way down to the The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. And the ball is picked off. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, North Carolina. Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering the... Setting up the screen, and it's picked off. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, UNC!
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what?
He is smashing people. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Quick tempo here for the offense. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
To the air, it's King. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Forced out of the pocket. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tar Heels! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Yeah, and how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the move from inside his 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
To throw, it's King. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown USC! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Quick strike complete. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Trying to find his man on first down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Bringing it back. The 10. Touchdown Trojans. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. They'll try to slam it in. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick.
North Carolina, 21.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking to the big tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Looking to throw, it's King. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
He Speed up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This time he's got it.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
They'll run it from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looking to throw, it's King. Throws to the tight end. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Looking for more room.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know.
Makes the catch on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. Going up top on first down. Buys a little extra time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Oh, he tosses it back. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. The play action fake. Using his feet to buy time. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll try to do it himself. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollock, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.